All right, well, let's listen to this track, and then we'll get to the Ducktales, because somewhere I went out of line like I do because I'm Bobo. So we're going to start all over again. And this one is called Der Tag nicht Sich. And I don't know what this is from, but we're listening to it. And we're listening to it. That's because it's just us, guys, me and all of you here hanging out. And that's what this community is about. God knows what I'm going to do next. Nice little blend of a harmonica in there. It sounded like. I want to know where this came from. Very repetitive, but the arrangements blow us in and out of it. Very pulsating. Little meter play there. It's a mobile game, okay. Very dynamically well produced. The instrumentation was very clean and very clear with the arrangements. This is one of those tracks when we were talking about organic versus module-driven arrangements. This was a combo, it sounded like, where they did have some authentic instruments that were either playing on top of stems, or after they had more module-oriented compositions in there, they invite, musicians in to play on top of it, play their lead melodies or whatever the case is, that gives it the organic kind of flavors. Because there was kind of flute instruments in there. There was a couple of string instruments where I go, oh, that sounds more live. But the basis of it did sound like it was just a little more digital. This was a great listen, even though it wasn't part of our package or whatever, or just in case I did it out of turn. So bad, too bad, so sad for me. DJ, I'm going to now catch up to 1 a.m. buses. Patty Cake's favorite Left 4 Dead 2 co-partner. I'm going to play 1 a.m. Bus's song first, and then we're going to cash in on yours, DJ Tambor, because that's right. The only thing is that still getting that redeeming thing into our thing, I have to rely on my mods, because I forget, because I do. That's why I forgot, and the mod reminded me. So that's what I did, what I did for you. So wait, but here's 1 a.m. Bus's song. Here we go.
Smash through the clocks that volume brand.
It's like the Go-Go's came in and did a video game. Super Mario Ducktales. I love that riff. Kind of that game vibe doing that. Love the bass line on that. Look in your eyes and I know we'll be fine. So let's shoot for the stars and make this love really shine. Excuse me. Nobody believes in me and you. Just look at the way they stare. So what if we live in a walled garden? As long as I've got you, then I don't care. Keep up the wall and take the plunge. Tripping through 2 dimensions. Up on the moon, we'll swim, swoon. Just lead the way. God, listen to the bass, guys. I'll throw my hand in the ring, 'cause you're the one. Come near the car in 3 dimensions. It's one of those tracks that makes you feel like that's what you want to be doing. And we'll grab and fly together. The fireworks are gonna start. Well, I suck. Apparently, I hit another wrong link, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe this is the one. For God's sakes. Here we go. Here we go, right? Oh, I like the build on this. Very positive call to action theme. Good place to stop for a second. This has got one of those vibes to it, like you just are running headlong into let's go get him, everybody. Let's go, let's go. But in a very powerful, fun, Disney kind of way, which means this is going to get completely blocked on YouTube anyhow, so I'm glad we're doing it here on Twitch. But this definitely has, like, I could see the future. It's bright, and it's wonderful, and it's glorious, and let's all go together. You know, it's got that very uplifting, fun little vibe to it. And but there is a little bit of hybrid work going on in there, so there are some kind of module-oriented stuff, and then orchestral works with some of live musicians, without a doubt. But that's the whole vibe I'm getting. It's like, I could see the future, and it looks great! See, obviously that's a sequence, right? But you hear that? And now you hear the orchestral, you know, arrangement start to smoke up a bit. playback on the attack there. That little pattern back there. That's like that second level hook. Okay, everybody, tuck yourself into bed, and tomorrow is going to be a wonderful day. So don't forget, thank everybody and your parents and your friends, and it's got that vibe to it, yeah? And remember, us little ducks always give a flying love to the video. This was great. I loved it. I needed something up here. I was making so many freaking mistakes on my stream. But it was a beautiful track. It was very uplifting, very powerful, very much looking for the next day, you know, the joy. Somebody earlier in the stream was saying, who was it? Stepharia. Hi, Stepharia. That actually is owned by Capcom and not Disney. So there's a chance that I won't get snipped for that and when I put it on my YouTube channel. But I loved it. It was very happy. It was very upbeat, very chill. You know, sorry it took 3 songs to get to it of re-clicking. I don't know what I was grabbing here, but I was going. DJ Tambor, you're up right now. Folks, I am getting DJ Tambor in there because he did 40,000 points redeem. Ooh! DJ, what would you like to hear? Hello? Is it what you put down here on the list? Is it this? Let me see. Hang on. Hang on. I have here, you put a track here. It is Falcom Boss. Would that be it? Oh, I lucky dipped by accident. Okay, great. So this is from DJ Tambor. And thank you so much for your redemption. I hope you redeem me for making mistakes on the stream, everybody. I made a couple mistakes. But this is DJ Tambor. The name of, it's a video game, Falcon, I think Falcom Boss, and Evil Shaman. And apparently this has kind of a jazz vibe to it. So thank you for your patience, DJ. One of my usual suspects here on the stream. Okay, to redeem our souls. Okay, let's do this. All right. Ooh. Liven up some of that old Motown funk into the future. Ah, the bass. Nice tone on that lead guitar. Soft little pad in the background. Guys, the bass. I love the unison between the sax and the piano. know what's great about this? As funky, and it's got that fusiony jazz kind of overtones in it with the musicianship and the lead work. These guys, these composers, are an absolute boss at writing something that may seem to be a bit busy, but have memorable sections in it. Of that nature. It's already in my head. And we're 2 minutes into it, and it's repeated that unison sax piano phrase 3 times. One of the cool things about this is the fact that at the very beginning, they had a little bit more of a robust pad that was kind of sponging an ambient, ethereal kind of vibe. Just right after the first 2 bars, when the drums and the bass, kicked this into high gear, into funkiness. But then they laid back on the pads, especially when the piano and the sax started doing its unison single note work, melody work. The same thing with the guitars. The guitar tone, the lead guitar tone, is fantastic, and I love the care that they've taken to write the harmonies to that. So yeah. That Hammond. The Hammond's got a layer on top of it, like a synthy pad. That's the oldest trick in the book, but it's great. Wail on the Rickenbacker, yes. Let's not take away from the rhythm work that guitar player's doing. That's a big bite from the 60s blues era, like Eric Clapton thing. Another one right there. But very well done. That bass. I'm sorry, I'm going back. We're going to listen to that little bit of bass. Everybody focus on the bass line, please, here. Coming up. Jeez. Oh man, yeah, bass is definitely putting in the work. I'm gonna open this up really quick. I want to see something here. So the original music composer on this is Meiko Ishikawa, arranged by Noriyuki Kamikura. Saxophone, I'm giving them all their due right here, man, because this was just absolutely mental. The saxophone player was Naomu Soeda. Guitar player, Daisuke Miyazaki. And the bass player, everybody, Yukihiko Oshigo. Yeah. And so, yeah, where's the drummer on this? What the hell? There's no drummer creds? What? I don't see drum creds here. But I'm going to give the mixing engineer a shout out too, which would be Toki Tuccio. This was just a great piece of music. Full stop. Right there, 1 a.m. bus. Put the link right there if you want it on your playlist. Go right over there. So, and also just want to pop really quick. my YouTube channel for the archives of this. If you missed anything, you may have missed your song or something. It'll be on the archives. Let's keep going. Okay, the next one I've got going on here is from Judgment Kazi. And this is an anime track. And this is called Lupin III. Did I say that right? Judgment Kazi, are you still here with us? So let's do that. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? The band, how did I miss the drummer on that? I don't know. Because those grapes, man. Something was in those grapes. In those grapes. Okay, stand by. Want to make sure I get the right track here. Once again, this is from Judgment Kazi. Thank you for your boost, by the way, Judgment Kazi. And this is an anime show, Lupin III. Now, the song genre is a little jazz, so it looks like we're going to continue on this theme of kicking some butt on that full jazz, funky, you know. The same intro theme for all of these years and widely considered one of the most recognizable anime themes of all time. While the anime started with its first series in 1971, this intro is from Fresh or something. So this is an anime that's been going on for 50 years, and it had the same intro all these years and widely considered one of the most recognizable themes. All right. Thank you for that messaging. See, you guys are such fans. You guys leave me these little messages here. It also helps me have a little, you know, wrap my brain around it a little more. So here we go, guys. Let's do this. All right. Love the artwork. Very Lalo Schifrin. Very 70s. Got a little bit of that shaft. The mandolin, maybe that's why it's got the Italian colors on the thumbnail. Ooh. With the vocals. I love the congas, man. The congas in the back. Oh. No, we had to go there. The xylophone playing a little laid back. Hear little string trills. Very 70s, like you said. This is beautiful. This is written just so incredibly well. A little laid back, a little push back and forth on the rhythm there. Harpsichord. Oops. Oh man. A little more progressive here with the EDM stuff for the digital. You know, I want to just tip the hat really quick to an unsung hero to this whole track that's been smoking. Yes, the bass player's been ripping. And they're using these kind of more progressive big band style arrangements with the horns in the back and the fourth and the answering. But come on, that guitar player with his wah-wah and his foot pedal. Come on, he's on this side of the cans. Focus on it, people. It's so cool. Gliding strings that come rolling in there. The strings went. I like the little synth lines they have in there every now and then. Yeah. And then something explodes. Very nostalgic for me. That just reminded me of a lot of the work that my father wrote back in the 60s and the 70s, and one of his friends, Lalo Schifrin, you know, very much was a staple influence in composers during that particular era. So I can definitely pull some of that influence in out of there, possibly. There were other composers that used that that particular style as well. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of '60s kind of secret agent man, kind of, vibe in the percussive arrangements, the congas, the whole thing, the whole vibe. This was a great track, and so I did hear the influence of a mandolin. Because I know nothing about this as an anime, I'm noticing the Italian colors. Was this focused in an Italian background? Like was it done in Italy or something, like the show or something? The season was set in Italy. Okay. Yeah, well, that's why. I mean, as soon as they introduced the mandolin, I was like, okay, I'm A-being that, eye candy with sound. Okay, we get that. So, what a great track. That was such a great track. I'm in my head still going, but you know what I loved about it too is the fact that there's all of these dynamic nuances where like the string sections will come in and out with little trills and little run-ups. These beautiful dynamics with the strings. I like the trade-offs in the melodic lead sections. The xylophone part was probably my favorite part, only because the playing kind of laid back and forth with the beat, a little ahead, a little behind, a little ahead, a little behind, to give it a little bit more, give it a nice humanized kind of vibe. Well, of course, a human was playing it. But when it was time to turn on the heat and stick with the meter, it was like just something about that sound and that kind of jazzy cultured composition of those days, So, anyhow, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, next up here is Ink 'em Up. Ink 'em Up, are you here? This is an indie band called Ozma. Let me see what I got here. Hey, Ink 'em Up, how are you? Let's see what we got here. Ink 'em Up has me doing... Oh, guys, I figured out what I did wrong when I was playing all the other music that I was supposed to be playing, but I didn't, and is because it's just an old man mistake. Because I'm using a smaller screen here, I don't have a standard size second screen. It's resizing the browser, and I have two of those, what do you call the scroll bar on a browser, one right next to another. And I was going, yeah, I'm at the top now. This must be the one, when I really wasn't, and I blew it. So there were some people that from the Wheel of Cheese got in on this play, but that's okay. I make mistakes, I do. So this is from Ink 'em Up. Thank you so much for the boost on the boost. And this is the band Ozma. It's the name of the song is Restart. So, wait, what? Did I do that already? What are you guys? Wait. No, I didn't do that, did I? Someone help me! Okay, it doesn't matter. Here we go. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this. And let's go. I love that when the bass is following along like that.
See me at my desk, rested and well dressed, always there on time. Funny how the clock,
The bass and the melody together. Oh, it's beautiful.
Never seems to mind.
I like the little cheesy upright piano sound they decided to use.
All of my wines into doing fines. It saves me so much time. I'm stuck in
Great engineering.
Becoming 1, 2, 3 stories above. I hear there's a view, long way to the ground, but I'll probably stick around.
I'm going to say this, a little bit of Radiohead going on.
And maintain devotion. I wish I could say I'll be there. Slowly the stories start to unbind and tell me the years spent never were mine. I'm always too dead to my heart unless I can find the way to restart and take control.
Aman, I'm going to chime in on your you said here in the chat. I think that dry vocal sound is one of the more engineering dynamic decisions on this track that makes it outstanding, is because everything else except for the drums are kind of swimming in a little bit of a ethereal ambient tail, be it a reverb or some kind of washy flange or something. That vocal, what I love about the dry vocals when it's used in engineering, a lot of times, even when the song starts to get maybe a little stronger, it has much more of an impact. So like when the vocalist is right up here and singing and stuff, and this is the tone of the voice that he's using, but because it's dry, it really punches through, kind of a wet mix. If any of that made sense to anybody but an engineer, musician, I'd be surprised. But that's what I love about it. I love that dynamic, that separation with it. That's what makes that, you know, work for me as well. Neat note right there. Oh, nice tone. The guitar. The engineering on the drums is outstanding. That chord leaves you suspended. Where is it going to go now? Nowhere. That was a great track. I love that, man. That got me into kind of that sing-song vibe and stuff like that. But after that break and I was listening to the vocals and stuff, the vocalist does get into a little bit of a grind into his voice and kind of peppers it up, but still yet the intimacy of a dry vocal on that was for me, that was the maker of the track. And that was great. I fully dug that. Right there, 1AM Bus just went ahead and put that link in there. And yeah, Alan, that was great. You know what I loved about the engineering was the width and the dynamics of the snare. You know, so a lot of times, you know, snare mic up, mic down. But what I really loved was the punchiness of the kick. And they put just a little bit of the room mic in on that. You know, so that's what I love about that. I'm geeking out as an engineer. Doc Doom, are you still with us? Because Doc Doom, if you are next here in the Dono Burst. So let's go down to Dono Burst and Stambuy. Hey, you are Doc Doom. How are you? Thanks for hanging out. I know you do all the time. I usually know that with Doc Doom, though, guys, we might have ourselves a metal moment here. I'm not too sure. This is called the Oh, I can't wait. Let me pop this open. The Callous Cowboys? I'm sorry, it's cutting off this weird little... I guess when I see it up on the screen. But you're still awake for it. I'm grateful for that, I know. I wish I could start my streams earlier. All right, so this is for Doc Doom. Thank you so much for hanging out. And you got your headsets all kicked in there, ready for this session. So let's do this. This is for you, bro. All right. There is an organ behind there. Jeez.
Nostalgia for the 2000s with accents from trucks on laughing. Say there is no formula, just send it to the hourglass.
Wow, what a switch up. That break. I love that.
It's like we can't do it. And gonna do what it is at the back.
hi-hat. Those 30 seconds. That's right.
Got time for the drop top sequence of a best man to the end. Same face in a comedic way.
Little clowncore there. It seems like. That was bold. Sounds like this could be in a video game. Such great musicianship. Not for the faint of heart. Something's gonna come.
Something from the sky. Goddamn, you made my dreams come true. He was right to cadaver. The dead in his experience. Nostalgia for the 2000s. Nostalgia for the 2000s.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of it in Living Color. That riff phrasing. You guys remember the band Living Color? Jesus.
I can't believe you got the pedals. It's alright. And it's designer. You won't pay a price.
Double A.
Take out the shroud.
That is so gnarly what they do with their voices.
Take out the shroud.
That it? Jeez, that was so freaking gnarly. I didn't know what to make of the track. This is one of those kind of tracks where it takes you for a completely different kind of metal musical theater kind of vibe in a ride, because there's not a single thing about it that's really got a hook that's going to bring you back into the song aspect of it. But musicianship-wise and arrangements, these guys were all over the place, but kept the chaos contained. I think that's the best way I could say it. Even going into that little samba section, you know, the tones of the guitars are. I would die to learn how to do something like that, how to be able to get that tone out of my guitar. It would have to be in post, because I don't have, obviously, no amps and stuff. Everything I do is modeled, mic modeling, you know, with different software. But also the texture, I don't know if it's the same singer that does the growling and the singing. Sometimes it's two people, not because it's married together in the mix, because, you know, people can go back and you know, overdub stuff like that. But what a throaty sound. But even in those certain little breaks, remember that I was getting all excited about a little break they would go. To me, this is the kind of music that I want to see against like some kind of ginormous musical theater piece. Like when is the heavy metal world gonna do like a serious, epic musical theater kind of vibe. It's like it would be taking like a ginormous stage and just making this epic. And maybe because I'm live in the middle of the Pacific and I don't have access to that kind of, you know, Broadway, New York style giant musical theaters. Maybe it's been done, but I know that, you know, a lot of bands have been on stage in great theater scenes, you know, with orchestras behind them and playing in costume or their rig and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like a Romeo and Juliet, a Jesus Christ Superstar, something powerful like that with this kind of composition. I think it would blow up and go right through the roof. I think the tour would smash. But what do I know? Okay, next up, Liquid in Silco. Are you here, Liquid in Silco? We're doing your song. It's an anime song. This is called Seatbelts, Cowboy. And I've done one from them, I believe, already on my channel. Matter of fact, it blew up my channel back in the day. Apparently the Seatbelts. Very band, jazzy, fusion-y, progressive-oriented track. So, Liquid in Silco, if you're not here. Oops, somebody just said hi to me. Hang on. Somebody just subscribed. How you doing? Thank you for joining. All right, so let's do this. This is a song from an anime with the band or the composer is Seatbelts, Cowboy. God, this thing kind of, I've got to stretch the Cowboy Bebop the movie. That's how I can do it. I can stretch that. I forgot. And so this is that track. And let's do this. Liquid in Silco. Oh, there you are, Liquid. Reporting for duty. I couldn't get to my emoji fast enough, so I just did it for you. It's a custom salute. All right, let's do this. Thanks for hanging out, as you do. And here we go. Sounds like very old analog. Those arpeggiations are really old school. I love that sound. Oh, the drummer. I know we're in for something. Musicians out there, what's the timing on this? There was a percussive drum going on in the back there. I couldn't pin it. Yes, it was 7. So it's got that 7/8 vibe for sure. With the hi-hats. Ooh, I love that with the strings. And that little lo-fi beat in the back. The way the bass player is playing that. God, this drummer's smoking. There's another percussion back there. leaning on the throat of like core blues rock. What a great shift in emotion right here. That was great. They love to leave you a little bit with that percussive lo-fi thing, always in the back. Such emotion behind that, but you got that hi-hat doing the 30 seconds. Such a unique blend. And the shaker. Build coming, you can hear that lo-fi rhythm in the back kind of juicing up a bit. Here it comes. Ooh, I like that. Fucking great production. This is a masterclass in dynamics, man. Jesus. That little lo-fi in the back. Swimminess in the background. Some kind of soundscape and pad work. It makes it very ethereal. There's no two ways about it, man. That had some of the most deepest dynamics, crossing over by utilizing some of the techniques of like lo-fi and the hi-hats, the high tiki-tiki hi-hats, though, but while still having an organic drummer, you know, adding a lot of life to it. That one section with the strings was so emotive. It had emotion. Emoted? Emotionally emotive. Ah, frick. I don't. You know what I'm talking? It just really pulled this kind of bringing you in and out of these journeys instead of, you know, constantly being full on all the way through. Is so freaking invigorating in such a way that, well, that's what music does to us. When the power of the tracks were coming in, you know, then it had more of a grindy, ballsy blues vibe. But you know, by using a lot of the dynamics of some wider synth work. There were some a single pad or some pads in the background, not forceful enough to be out in the mix, but I was trying to separate what the guitars were doing, because the guitar and the bass was a lot more busier than it sounded, maybe up front to most listeners. But when the punchiness of the blues aspect part of the tracks came through, there was this pad tone behind it, you know, and then so there was very hybrid blues. And then halfway through it, I was looking at what I was hearing. It's like OST Future Blues. Okay, so that's where that came in. But it was just a masterclass in dynamics for me. As a composer, even though I am where I am with my career, I can sit now and just, I love to enjoy other people's work. I'm not in a competitive grind to be a composer anymore. And, you know, my path has already been traveled, and I still get a little bit of work, you know, with the music libraries and stuff. But now being able to sit here with you guys and enjoy these tracks, to me, is just so freaking enlightening. And it's just like, oh my God, there's so much wonderful work out there. And I think this is the second time I've done something from Cowboy Bebop. Or is Cowboy Bebop, was that the name of the band? Or is that the name of, I'm a little confused here. Oh, I'm not too sure. It looks like OST Future Blues. Oh, so Cowboy Bebop is the name of the show. Okay, okay. Because the last thing I did from Cowboy Bebop was a really long time, so. Oh, the Seatbelts is the artist. That's what it was. Thank you, Liquid and Silco. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What time is it? Oh, shit, it's 7 o'clock my time. I only got time for a couple more, guys, but stand by for 1 second. What do I have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 donos left. The Kebab Seller, Park Pal, Kairu, Jakester, and King Stingzing. I think I'm going to catch you guys on my Tuesday or Wednesday stream. We'll open up with you guys. I do want to do just one more Wheel of Cheese, though. I know there's a lot of people who've been here since the last Wheel of Cheese I did. So I'm going to do one more Wheel of Cheese. Once again, the folks that I just mentioned, I'm going to open up my show with you guys, whether it be a Tuesday or Wednesday. So we're definitely going to get you in there. But now it's really running into a 3-hour. I don't even know how long I've been going, because it doesn't show me the thing that I used to look at, because I don't use Stream anymore. I'm using the studio, so it doesn't present itself the same way. So 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mobot, or Double A. So let's do one more Wheel of Cheese. So maybe somebody, let me refresh the data really quick. And that way, you know, for those who have still been lurking in the background, let me do this. Go back to the wheel spin. And I'll have to move that here. Stand by. Okay, woo! That's a lot of tracks there in the Wheel of Cheese, my friends. So our last track for the evening is going to be a Wheel of Cheese. So if you're still hanging out and your Wheel of Cheese could be up there, then, you know, you're in it to win it. So let's do this, guys. Last track of the evening, Wheel of Cheese. Let's see. Wait, do I see enough people saying Speen? Why I don't see anybody saying Speen? No Speen? Oh, we got one Speen. Speen! Team Yeller, Team Blue, Speen! Oh, somebody just popped in too. All right, got a new subscriber as well. All right, guys, let's do the Speen. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What color you're voting for? Maybe somebody new? Sloth Buzz. This is for you, Sloth Buzz. So let's see what we got here. Let's go back to, I don't know if you're still here, but it doesn't matter. You won on the Wheel of Cheese. So let me find out what I wanted here. So give me a second. Sloth Buzz. It's a band. The band is called Triana. It's rock. Stand by. Mm-hmm. All right. So Triana is the name of the band, and the name of the track is Abre la Puerta, Niña. Abre la Puerta, Niña. Niña. Oh, my Spanish fell apart. Try that again. Abre la puerta, niña, que lo parió, llevo a mi puta. Okay, here we go. You know, if you speak Spanish, that I said a bad word, a little one. Okay, let's do this. Wheel of Cheese, last one for the evening. Let's go. I love that old piano. It's an upright sound. I love that fusion of the acoustic style work, the Spanish vibe, but with kind of a 60s prog rock vibe. I love the support of the horn in the back. The horns, I don't know, some trombone, I think. Spanish King Crimson.
Y bajar hasta el infierno para comprender qué motivo es que nos impide ver dentro de ti, dentro de ti, dentro de mí. Abre la puerta, niña, que el día va a comenzar. Se marchan todos los sueños, que pena da despertar. Por la mañana amanece, la vida y una ilusión. Deseos que se retuercen muy dentro del corazón. Soñaba que te quería,
Trying to figure out
soñaba que era verdad.
what other bands align with this.
Misterio para soñar. Hay una fuente, niña, que la llaman del amor, donde bailan los luceros y la luna con el sol.
Ooh, that old Mini Moog sound. There's some real great organic 70s Southern bluesy kind of vibe to this as well. The Doors, another influence, it sounds like.
Abre la puerta, niña, y dale paso a la luz. Mira qué destello tiene esa nube con el sol. Por la mañana amanece, la vida y una ilusión. Deseos que se retuercen muy dentro del corazón. Hay una fuente, niña, que la llaman del amor,
guess this was 1974, yeah? They're really sticking to the grind on these chord changes, though. Bass player's having a blast. It's like an old Farfisian sound, that keyboard. This has really kind of like a jam band vibe to it, just in their own style. Boy, that old sound, boy, that was... Okay, now we're going to go in for some trippy old Pink Floyd Doors kind of stuff, probably. Same chord changes, just spreading a little bit of the Latin love on it. That synth work on the side way in the back. Look, listen out of the engineering play around there. This is great. The fade out, the build up. That strumming technique. From Spain, let's get a little bit of that in there. Yeah, Vex, but it's pretty cool, huh? Those old miking techniques, man, that's so classic, so legendary. Everybody's going off the hook, though. The bass and the drums are keeping it all together. Everybody else is like, whoa, fireworks. Ooh, nice riff there in the guitar. That's the same kind of off-the-hook vibe that the Doors used to do all the time. Yeah, Aman, that is the cadence. I didn't know what the chords were, but thanks. I don't know why I went like that. That was a great listen. I definitely didn't expect that. You know, that's what I love about our community, too. You guys drop so many unique things on me. In this case, this was just one of those wonderful moments that I was listening back. You know, I'm listening to a few things. Number one, it's just the old school engineering. You know, how there's probably 3 mics on the kit. You know, one small SM57 or something, even pre-SM57 mic, you know, on a smaller, guitar amp and stuff. And also the Moog, and maybe there was one of those super old school Oberheims in there, and maybe a Farfisian, forget the name of that keyboard. But the cadence, that thing said 9.5 minutes of that same cadence back and forth with the chord changes. But it was really nice how they went ahead and they, you know, gave us different points in that arrangement that at least kept us a little more, you know, magnetized to the track. I loved the middle section where the acoustic guitar started fading out and all the other stuff started fading in. And to me, that was the era of taking engineering chances and doing really super cool things like that. You know, which you hear me talking about in a lot of the channels, you know, tracks of the last 30 years, doing that technique as a normalized technique. It happens now. It's nothing out of the blue, is to fade from one kind of dynamic ear candy into another one completely. So anyhow, listen, guys, that's it. I cannot do no more. My ears are strung. I'm strung. But I had a great time with you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sundays seem to be the best call. I'll try to get in a little earlier next Sunday, you know, so more people can get included and not have to like wait up late at night. The Mario mushrooms is wearing off. I should do that in a samba. I think that melody would be great in a samba. Remember, I was supposed to do that, right? You guys we'd all vote on a song, and then I would take that melody and write it in a way that I thought it would be really fun. I need to focus on that again. But that was before I took this frickin' job. I go in with a big heart with a nonprofit to want to do things, and then all of a sudden I sandwich myself into a tough bind right now, but I'll get out of it one way or another. Oh, they kind of done that officially, huh? True that. I bet you there's been a lot of versions of that probably done. But anyhow, listen, you guys take care. Have a wonderful, super wonderful start to your week. And I want to thank you for hanging out on my Senior Mario Brothers kind of vibe here. And with these, maybe I'll just wear this every time. Maybe this will just be my thing, right? I just put on my coveralls and do my streams this way. I don't know. Could be something. I'm probably talking Bobo now because we're 3.5 hours into the stream. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you, everybody, for the donos. For those of you, there was about 5 more left here. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll come on for a short stream, maybe an hour, hour and a half. We'll clear through that and maybe do a little wheel of cheese. I want to thank all of my mods, Turnip, Double A, I'm a Snake, 1 a.m. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know these are late nights for you. And for everybody else around the world, thank you so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, it's all 007 here. Oh, wait a minute. No, forget it. I was going to show you something else that I forget. Don't forget to check the YouTube channel, the archive channel. I will be putting this up here. I don't know if I'll get blocked at first because I do have a couple tracks in there that might be a little iffy, like the Cult of Personality. Aman, thank you very much. Dan Registration, Boss, Manser, Chaotic, Old Boar, Square Meal, Tread Gold. Thank you so much for hanging out. Park Pal, Crossface Buffalo. Ivex, thank you so much for hanging out. Umber March, Kairu, of course, Kairu. You are a staple here. Surferia, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope everything's well with you. Aman, it's always fun chatting with you. We got our little music heads going there. Patty Cake, Square Meal, thank you so much for hanging out. And let's see, who else? I'm sure I've missed a few people here, but love all of you. What's Hotkey Lovecraft also there. So anyhow, so you guys have a great start to your week. And I'll see you on Tuesday and Wednesday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those 2 days. Okay, guys? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You guys take care of yourself. To all the mods, thank you very, very much. And I'll have a version of this up on my YouTube channel probably within about 5 or 6 days. And I'll probably cut 1 or 2 of these out and put it on my main channels because I think there was a couple pieces of gold there. All right, guys, let me make sure I hit the right thing. I'm about to dig out. Left-handed salute to all of you because my right hand is on the right button because if I hit the wrong button, God knows what we're going to do. You guys take care. Have a killer start to your week. Remember, always count the wins. All right.